Hello, welcome to the introduction into PEARS custom questions. PEARS now allows for state implementing agencies to add custom questions within the different modules. In this video, we will be discussing the custom questions related to the PSC module, including organizational and area-wide PSC activities. I have started a PSC entry for organizational level activities. In this example, we will use a made-up site called City Administrative Building and a project called Active Transport Policies and Sidewalk Improvements. This PSC activity is a sidewalk revitalization project to help employees and residents of a low-income area get more physical activity by making walking spaces safer and more enjoyable. As you add data, you will see the new custom data page in the progress field to the right, in between the collaborators and needs, readiness, and effectiveness pages. I'm going to skip right into the custom data page. On this page are questions that were specifically added for California and created by state implementing agencies for CalFresh Healthy Living. The first question asks about the impact of wildfires. The next question asks you to list the IWP sub-strategies related to this PSC from a drop-down menu. I will choose active transportation policy supports. The following question asks about IOE participation. The rest of the questions cover organization level and area-wide PSC activities. Organization and area-wide PSCs require little extra data that we use an outside survey to collect. This is because the skip logic and spatial questions that are required cannot be added into PEARS at this time. Let's have a quick refresher on the organization level PSCs. Organization level activity and effort is distinct from, but certainly supportive of, any additional PSC work that occurs at the individual sites within the same organization. An example of organization level PSC work from a school district may include School District Wellness Committee triennial assessment of the school district wellness policies. Here, we will be using an example outside of the K-12 settings. A group of city buildings are creating a walking challenge to accompany the improvements made to sidewalks. So when should you report PSC activities at the organizational level? When the PSC change occurs at the parent organization, which governs or provides direction for multiple sites. This has just been an overview of organization level PSCs. If you have any questions about organization level PSCs, please send your questions to evaluatesnaped@ucanr.edu. A job aid will also be provided in the near future. The first question is just a yes or no for organization level PSC activities. I will click on yes. The second question has a link to an outside survey. Please provide the appropriate information so we can capture the reach and goals of your organization level PSC efforts and link these responses to your corresponding PEARS PSC report. So I will copy and open the link in a new tab. The survey will ask you if you want to open in a browser or open it in the Survey 123 field app if you used Survey 123 before. Here, I will just use the browser. Here, you will see questions related to organizational level PSCs. We are no longer asking you to create separate site level PSC reports for sites when you are not directly implementing PSC changes. Instead, we are able to use the information gathered in this survey combined with the information provided in the corresponding PSC entry. So first, we will need the PEARS PSC site activity ID. You can find that either in the URL, which would be these numbers in between PSC and custom data, or if you right-click on the PSC project and the breadcrumb trail at the top, open link in new tab, you will have the overview of your PSC activities. The PEARS PSC site activity ID can be found towards the middle of the page. I will copy and paste it. Here, you will put your email. If we have any further questions, we would like to contact you. In this organization, are you working with the school district? I'm going to click no. And then fill out the responses to the course or the corresponding questions below. How many SNAP eligible sites does this organization include? In this example, I will say 6. What is the total unduplicated number of people served by the SNAP Ed eligible sites in this organization? I will say 1,200. What were your PSC efforts related to at the organizational level this year? I will say other. Describe other PSC effort. And I will quickly put sidewalk improvements. We would like you to be as specific as possible here. And then what type of PSC change would you expect to happen at the sites in this organization as a result of the PSC effort this year? And in this case, I'm using my sidewalk improvements that we just entered. So I'm going to say active transportation. And I'm also going to say physical activity breaks. The next question, have any of the SNAP Ed eligible sites in this organization implemented PSC changes as a result of the organizational level PSC efforts? That will say yes. Here, you would enter all of the sites that implemented changes. So here, I'm going to list my 6 buildings. And what is the total number of duplicated people reached by the PSC changes that resulted from this PSC effort? If you do not know, you can enter unknown. Here, I do know because of our needs assessment before we started the PSC activity, and it's going to be 12,000. I will hit submit. And if everything was successful, you will see a check mark. Go back to the PEARS custom data page. Now you can hit yes that you completed the survey. The next question asks if this report is for an area-wide PSC activities, not an organization. These are 2 separate questions. So an organization is a single body that governs multiple sites. An area-wide PSC is a PSC that covers a large area of land rather than a single location. In this case, our PSC is doing both. It's an organizational level and an area-wide PSC. So I'm going to hit yes. And the next question takes you to another survey specifically for area-wide PSCs. I'm going to open the link in the new tab and answer the questions accordingly. Enter the PEARS PSC activity ID here. You can get that from your summary page that we opened earlier. Input the PSC site name. That's towards the top of your summary page. Copy and paste that. The PSC project name. I'm going to copy and paste that. And this is so we can link up the surveys to your PEARS entries. The next question asks you to capture the area of the PSC coverage. So here you'll be given a map and you'll be asked to trace the area of the PSC coverage. So first you can enter the address of your location or a general location. In this case, I'm just entering Sacramento. You can hold down Control to zoom in with your mouse wheel. And here I'm going to choose Capital Park in the middle of Sacramento City. I am just choosing this as an example. This is not a real PSC in this rural area. So if you click on this polygon over to the right, you can start your shape. And here I will trace the area of the PSE efforts. These are going to be the sidewalks that are going to be improved for better walking for the residents and the local employees. Once you finish your polygon, the area will highlight in blue. If you need to edit any of your vertices, hit the edit button, which is the little pencil, and you can edit the vertices. If you need to start all the way over, you can hit the trash can and delete and restart your polygon. So now that it's complete and highlighted in blue, we'll move on to the next question. What area will be impacted by the area-wide PSE? You can select other. If it's a county level, city level, zip code, or census tract level, you can select one of these. But since ours doesn't follow any of the administrative boundaries, I'm going to select other. Now describe the boundaries of the PSEs. If you're using administrative boundaries, you can just name them here. Here, I'll describe the area around the park. The next question asks if you worked towards informing, improving, or adopting any area-wide policies part of your PSE efforts. And here I'll select yes, and then you can list from a menu. So here I will list physical activity policies and supports, and then submit. If you see the green check mark, everything went good. And you can go back to your PEARS custom data page, click yes, and hit save and continue. And now you have entered all of the custom data required for the PSE module. You have entered the custom survey questions for the PEARS organizational level PSEs, and you have entered the custom survey questions for area-wide PSEs. Thank you for joining us on this webinar. And again, if you need any further help, please email evaluatesnaped@ucanr.edu.